Oh, wow. Seems we are live.
Oh my god.
So what are we streaming tonight?
Well, hopefully your album.
Yeah, I definitely hope so as well. Just check in if everything works. Well, on your screen it works. Now on mine as well.
Yeah.
That's
all
good.
the screens.
That's
all the
nice.
screens.
Okay, let's open the chat. I'll say hi. And then
Hello, chat. Let us know if you can hear us and if everything is fine. Because we definitely don't want technical difficulties while we are live streaming this.
Yeah, especially not as we are going to stream my brand new album, A Present from the Future, with my sidekick dude right here.
Yes, even though I'm not on the album, I somehow still can help out a little bit behind the scenes and support my good friend here with his new album. And it's very gorgeous, and I'm very excited, actually. Yeah, to show it.
You can say that about me. I'm shaking a bit. It's quite exciting to finally show this album, and I chose to really not post any previews beforehand. Only the singles, Invocation, Together We Build a Future, Good Hope, and actually many pre-orders for the vinyl version came in already, so thankful for that. Even without you hearing most of the music at all. That says something about your trust, so appreciate that. Let's see in the chat, loud and clear like your music. Well, that's good news.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said we're just on time. Yeah.
Wave's out of focus. You need to sit closer to the camera.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Well, the first side I'm going to play for you is side A of the album. Tonight I want to showcase the album to you in 4 parts, like they are divided on the vinyl version. And side A is called... I forgot the title. What is it?
You forgot the title.
The Time Is Now. The Time Is Now. And there's only awesome music in there. And it starts off with my collab with Mirna, aka Lapizuli, and Watch Time Tick. It's quite ironic. This tune has been laying around for a while already, and it has seen Watch Time Tick, you know. But it's more urgent than ever, and this is the time to release it. This is the time. The time is now, just as the title says, and that then goes into some more urgent, earthy tones, and then we can start dreaming about our future. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's just start listening to side A of the album.
Yeah, exciting.
Time ticks. See how she tacks it. Nobody deliberately tries to bend it, blend it, tries to spend it, spin it, win it, and decept it, deceive and receive it. Achieve the boundaries and oversees it. The breaches, the trees, and the water leaves. Oversees the weeping willow of the upper trees. Masters of the green meterings of the slow teens to redeem. Why aren't we that keen to bend the knee to sneak in?
No need to create it, just deflate it.
Watch time tick. Watch time tick. Watch time tick. the time tick.
It tickles, doesn't it?
Flow. Let go. And flow. Own it and below it. Surface is the shadow of who owns it. D-show is how you bend it, so you have time to spend it. And never let go of the colors that blend in, 'cause there is no vector how to jack it.
mountains. We can remember then that we are not alone. We can find the steady ground underneath us, regardless of what happens next. Let us be very kind to each other. Those of us who are alive this sparkling day.
Yes, it is. We're back with our voices.
Oh my god.
Live in okay.
That was amazing to hear again, honestly. I've heard it only like, I don't know, a few times, but yeah, it sounds amazing.
I must have heard it a million times by now, but I seriously feel so excited about this, and seeing your reactions is amazing. Like, especially the second track, Extinction Rebellion. I've never ever played that to anyone before, and you all seem to feel it, and I really like that. I quickly want to answer a few questions before we hop over to side B of the album. And I see a question by Miss Luz. Who or what inspired the creation of this track? And this track in this case is Together We Build the Future. Well, it actually was inspired by Corona. The track was made when Corona just hit us. And I made 2 tracks at that moment. And I first released Fear of Corona, which really dove into that initial fear we may have all had for the unknown virus. And after that, I flipped the coin and made Together We Build the Future, the most positive outlook and hopeful sound I could possibly bring. And
yeah, you nailed it. In my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Thanks. Any more questions you gathered?
Well, some of it makes sense later. This one could.
How many dark chocolate bars were consumed during the creation of this album? If I have to be honest with you, at least 100. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. At least 100. Might be more than 200.
Was it all 90% dark, or was it a mixture?
Mostly 90. It's my favorite, or otherwise 85. Sometimes 99. You know.
Dark stuff.
The hardcore chocolate. Okay. The other questions more at the end, you would say?
Yeah. Let's play side B. I think people want to hear the next on the album.
Okay.
I at least I do.
Well, I think you do too. Side B, I also have to think, what was the title again? The title is Once Upon the Earth. So now, in side A, we felt the urgence, you know? We watched time tick, nervous, and then we made the connection with the earth in Extinction Rebellion. And then we went up into our mind, to our fantasy, to look out into the possibilities of the future. And we found hope there. And now we're going to slip into a dark ritual.
Ooh.
Yeah. And go back in time to connect with our roots. And let's see where we go from there.
Well.
So I hope my spirit is taken up in a great ballet and a great cosmic dance of love, where there's no more suffering and there's no more sorrow, where we can no longer hurt or be hurt, where we can truly celebrate the great gift of consciousness, great gift of being, great gift of life.
Vet. Dan heb je deze nog. Nee.
Okay,
Oh damn.
we're back.
Yeah, this music better than this apple. Absolutely. That's for sure.
Yeah, so you just heard Lucas blow his didgeridoo to the max,
To
to outer space. Oh, and there we have Pepijn looking through the glass, but we won't give him any attention. It's all about the album right now. And oh my God, what were the people saying in chat?
They were saying, well, how did you come up with using a didgeridoo?
Well, how did I come up with it? Well, I know Lucas. He is a band member of Navea, just like Mirna, who was featured on the first track. And I've known them for quite some time now. And they're just awesome people. So I met up with Lucas. He brought his didgeridoo. We recorded it, just some spontaneous sessions. Chopped it up. Put my...
Yeah, your vocals, right? Because that was your...
Yeah, that's right.
What would you call that kind of vocal style?
oh my God.
It's inspired by some tribal
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like just some bullshit language that I was rambling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like how that turned out. Any other questions?
Lots of fun. Yeah, there was this one about the BPM for Invocation. I believe Invocation
it's
is
150.
150 BPM, yeah.
150 BPM, not 146. Nope.
See. Anything more in relation to these tracks? No, the rest we take later.
That's so nice. People have been saying nice things.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah. You deserve it.
You should make the cover available as a poster. Well, to be honest, we printed it on vinyl, so you have this art print. So get the vinyl.
Get the vinyl.
Right. Let's see. anything
Side
else?
C time, I think.
Side C. Well, maybe I can tell a bit more about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Invocation, you just heard the first track. I had it finished just before the last party we could do before Corona, and it was the most emotional moment of the set for me. It was like this epic piece. I don't know how I created it, but I played it out there, and at the end you have this melody that just dissolves into space, and it's like eternal or something. And it really feels to me like ascending to heaven or something. And then, you deserve that bit of chill time after such an intense experience. But then you get sucked into this tribal experience. And yeah, really love how that turned out. And actually the title is... in Dutch, I would say Pangea. What was it in English?
Yeah.
Pangea?
Pangea, I think.
I don't know, but it's like how the world used to be, the continents all together as one. And it feels like that track is like uniting all of the earth together.
Yeah.
Something like that. Make your own story out of it.
Yeah, in a very subtle way, It's like every time I read that and get the explanation, I'm like, yeah, John Lennon Imagine, kind of like, but told very differently.
I like
a very different approach, but I love that song, so that's why it pops up.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for side C?
I am.
You are?
I
think they are as well. Okay.
So where are we going now?
Where are we going now? We're going to make a transition with side C. It's called Worldwide Wonders. And it's the connection between the tribal, the earth vibes to the ethereal and technology and to the future. I think that's where we're ultimately going.
Okay.
I mean, it's a present from the future after all. Indeed. So we're going to make a transition, starting off with Good Hope, which was one of the singles, then going into Digital Medicine, which is quite a trip as well, and then The Augmented Age, which is one of my favorites from the album. So, just so you know that.
Me too.
Get ready.
has come. The moment to breathe. The chasms that divides us has come. The time to build is upon us.
And now today, we're on the cusp of our next great era as a species. Welcome to the augmented age. In this new era, your natural human capabilities are going to be augmented by computational systems that help you think, robotic systems that help you make, and digital nervous system that connects you to the world far beyond your natural senses. Unlike anything we've ever seen before. Why? Because what will be shaping those things is this new partnership between technology, nature, and humanity. That, to me, is a future well worth looking forward to.
Well, that was side C.
Holy shit! So tasty, all the goosebumps.
We've made the transition. We're ready to go into the future.
Yeah. I just want to say that the augmented age, every time it's like, for people who have watched Steven Universe all the way to the end, that it just reminds me of these diamond characters and their authoritarian power and like and very vivid vision of colors and really ecstatic feeling of a powerful yet uplifting and hopeful vibe. So really digging that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
A sense of wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And started off this section with Good Hope, which I made after I went on a trip to South Africa. And I think you really can hear the influences from there. Like it's not like African music, but it has a kind of vibe from there, a kind of airy vibe and a lightheartedness, and that's that switch always, huh? Into the electronic sounds. I love that. And then the digital medicine, that's really one of those album tracks, you know. It starts somewhere and it goes some total other place through the wormhole. Actually, a cheeky Rick and Morty sample in there. I don't know if you can find it.
But not the actual vocal. That's something different. Somebody asked if it was Terence McKenna.
No, it's not Terence McKenna. No, it's I actually don't know the guy's name,
Okay.
but he was he was saying nice things, and I had to sample it.
Yeah,
That's how things go.
it's a very beautiful sample. And to my knowledge, Terence will show up later on the album, just a little bit, right?
Yeah, Terence will have a little cameo.
Yeah, a
on this
little bit,
one.
a
Yeah,
tiny one in the next final side.
Yeah,
Side D.
yeah. So,
Any
relevant
else?
questions?
A lot of it is more in general. So there was this one.
Do you use more analog sounds like actual drum sets and percussion, or digital instruments? Well, I like to be very creative with that, and I use a mixture of like synthesized sounds and sampled sounds, and once in a while I'll team up with someone to record some sounds, or actually on the album there are also just some random samples, like with Erica on Extinction Rebellion. At some point she was like, let's just record me banging on the table, and that's the drums you hear in that track.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome. And of course teamed up with Lucas for the didgeridoo, which was amazing, and probably going to hear more of that in the future, if it's up to me. Are you in, Lucas? Are you in?
Collab, bro.
Yeah, but like on original, you hear these claps, and I think those claps I sampled from my own track, Lucky You, from my previous album. Right. There is this audience clapping in there, and I just sampled some individual claps from that, and I made a rhythm with that.
Yeah,
I love to do those kind of things. Yeah,
we did also that track of ours in the past. Was it Musique du Poum? We
Musique
did
du
it for.
Poum?
Yeah, we did the clap.
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
Yeah.
Actually, every clap is different in it.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of fun to just record clap, even if you have a shitty microphone. And yeah, I think it would be fun to record more. All sorts of percussion.
Yeah.
Things. So
Let's
good.
do that.
It's a good question. Let's let that inspire us.
Let's see. Did you discover a new instrument while creating this album? Well, I cannot say I discovered the didgeridoo, but it's the first time we recorded a didgeridoo for one of my tracks, and actually I discovered how amazing this instrument is while Lucas played it. So I'd go for the didgeridoo on this one.
Yeah, you embraced it.
Yeah,
very
definitely,
nicely.
definitely. Yeah. Okay,
it's time for the final side.
the final side.
The ending. And where are we going this time?
Yeah, side D is called "What Kind of Future," which might be a familiar phrase if you're familiar with my music. And the first track is called "Trip to the Future." As in side C, we made the transition from the tribal to the tech, to the future, and now we're actually visiting the future, and we're going to experience what it's like. It might be a bit different than you expected. It might be a bit incomprehensible.
And weird? Is it scary?
It's very weird. It might be scary, but maybe you're tough. You're tough. Huh? I don't know. But
let us know if you can handle it in the chat, or if you are too scared for the music.
Yeah, and after the trip to the future, we'll get like a double finale.
A double finale.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's quit talking.
Let's hear it.
Welcome to the future.
there's hope in the future, there's power in the present. Your past is important because it brought you to where you are. But as important as your past is, it is not nearly as important as the way you see your future. The way you see your future determines your thinking today. Your thinking today determines your performance today. Your performance today has a strong bearing on what that future is going to be.
There is always hope for the future. There is always hope in the present. There is always hope for the future. There is always hope in the present. The present from the future.
The way you see the future is more important than what has happened in the past. Today is a brand new day.
That's it.
Oh my god.
The finale. The end. But all ends are new beginnings. As you might have heard, actually, in that last tune, it starts off with the singing bowl sound, which actually starts my previous album, Personality Test. I love that link right there, but it's actually an extended bowl section, and then goes into one of my fondest memories, DEFCON 1 2015.
Oh, you actually wanted to share that? Okay.
Yes.
I thought people were gonna have to guess, but
No.
now you know.
You can you can know about this. It's such a special memory, something I'll take with me forever. So
Yeah, I was there, and and this ending really touches me. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless as well, and I see lots of nice compliments from you in the chat.
Yes, I'm just going to read this.
Yes, and soon we'll get on with all of your questions. I have a long list.
Yeah, we will answer all your questions. Oh my god. Oh. Thank you so much.
Is this happening? Is the stream okay? Or is it just my computer being weird now? I wonder.
Let's just check if it's fine. Yeah.
Can you guys still hear us fine and see us and everything? Is it good?
I think so.
You
I
think
think
so?
so. I
Yeah.
think so. I mean, it's working here. It's
Okay.
working here.
Maybe.
Oh my god. Finally, it's out there. Actually, I'm gonna press the publish button on Bandcamp right now. So you can get it, so you can go download it.
And so he does. And my computer's still fucking up. We hear and see you very
Good,
well.
good.
Thank you. Ah, that's good. Ah,
Okay.
that's a relief. We
Okay.
don't want technical difficulties.
No. The album is out now on Bandcamp. thefunkycat.bandcamp.com. As always, you can name your own price. So you can just download it for free if you want. And if you have some money to spare,
Yeah.
you can fill in your own price. Or you can go and pre-order the vinyl edition.
Even
at-
better.
Yeah,
Or
at-
do both.
Or do both, and that's fine with me. At thefunkycat.com/shop. Oh my god.
And tell all your friends how amazing this was.
Yeah. Whoo.
Shall we move on to the questions
I
already?
think so. Let's put on that screen.
Yeah. Is there still audio on that screen? is what I
I
wonder.
don't think so actually.
Yeah.
My mistake. Okay.
Okay, well, we'll just talk here. It's higher quality this way,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Forget that screen. It just said Q&A and get the album on Bandcamp now. So I already told
But you
that.
heard it here first. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's all good. I still cannot load anything, but I have all the questions here, so it's all good.
That's good. I want to get back at that singing bowl thing.
Yeah,
Because
there was,
I created a singing bowl with a synthesizer. I made this with Harmor in the FL Studio. Crazy harmonic synthesizer, and I actually could show you the project file sometime. It's some nice automations going on there, and I had so much fun extending that sequence for the last track on there.
So it's a digital singing bowl, not a Tibetan. Is that how you say it? Tibetan.
Yeah,
singing
it's
bowl.
not from Tibet. It's from my computer.
But you do have actual singing bowls, right?
I do have actual singing bowls at home, indeed, but I've never tried to record those. I have my digital ones, so why bother?
One day, perhaps.
Yeah,
So from the top,
yeah.
lots of questions.
We're going to answer your questions, and if you have any more questions, just drop them in the chat over there, and we'll get around to answering them.
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Luz says, read the questions and from who they are, but I think you didn't know
yeah,
from
I
who they
didn't.
are.
No, I was not that clever.
So, if you hear your question, you know who you are.
Yeah. Start from the top.
Okay. Did we hear an early version of this? Your notes are the best.
Hey, well, of this would be What's Time Tick?
What time? Oh yeah, I already told that. Indeed, I played that during the
listening session.
Yeah, at the previous edition of
Right.
the Funky Cat. I gave you a little preview there. Yeah.
Will you sign vinyl copies on request before shipping?
I've chosen to not sign these vinyls. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Because it's so beautiful, they don't need a signature on it.
That's it?
But they can just bring it to you and ask you.
True. You can bring, if you're really desperate for a signature, if you ever meet me, bring it and I'll sign it for you. But I've chosen not to do it for the ones I send out, because I want this cover art to just be there in its full glory without my silly autograph. You know, my autograph actually has this smiley thing in there. You know, it's such a beautiful cover.
Your signature is definitely better than mine, I would say.
Okay,
But
I'll take that as a compliment.
But honestly, I also prefer not to give out my signature. It's my signature. You can have a photo anytime. Okay, next question. So, how much work did you put in for these masterpieces? Truly mind-blowing stuff.
Yeah. Oh wow. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, man. How much time? It's made over a span of a couple of years. Some tracks, at least one, was already made when I released my previous album. It just was not the album it should be at. Watch Time Tick. It was destined to be the opening track for this one, to be honest. And it really differs a lot. So,
when did you know that? Okay, now I'm making an album. Did you ever feel that, or did it just come to you?
I knew I was making an album since I released my previous album. Seriously, it just feels so good to release in the format of an album, because then you can really make a different kind of music, really. If you're releasing singles, they have to be these standalone bombs. I think so. And on an album, you can have these transitionary journeys that don't have to mean anything outside of the album, really. So
even though they can,
they definitely can, and they definitely can have another purpose, like in a DJ set of mine. But
we'll see.
But I don't feel like I have to tailor them to be like a single or something, and that drives me to making all this crazy cross-genre music that you just heard on this album.
Well, in that extent, I want to ask a question. Are you planning on getting remixes done, or either by yourself or by others?
I am definitely planning on having remixes done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a couple of people are already on board, and I've heard you are gonna do a remix.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
It's pretty clear that I have a very good idea for one of them, at least, to embrace it even further.
Okay.
So it's gonna be amazing.
Curious to that, but yeah, definitely remixes are coming later this year. If you have suggestions for artists you think who should remix tracks from this album, drop it in the chat or send me a message or anything.
Or even better, spam that artist that you want to have remixes of from the album, and that way they go and listen to the album also. You know, next level promotion.
Yeah, good thinking here. Good thinking.
So the next question you better read yourself.
What your inspiration for this powerful artwork? Okay, so what was my inspiration for this powerful artwork? To be honest, I didn't make the artwork. The artwork is by Erika, who also collaborated with me on a lot of the tracks, and she made all the artwork for the album. So the main cover, the outer sleeve of the vinyl, and the single artworks. So for Invocation, Together We Build the Future, Good Hope, and the Augmented Age, because fuck it, I'm gonna release the Augmented Age as a single as well after the album. I don't know if that's a thing, releasing singles after an album.
You can do anything you like.
Well, there I go. I can do anything I want.
You got my permission. So that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters.
This one I think Erika answered in the chat, but if you have a comment on it.
Which one?
The top one, the green one.
Oh, that's actually what I just answered. Was there another question?
There was this one.
Oh yeah, but that's also about signatures.
Oh, okay.
So we've answered.
It was in Dutch, so I didn't know. Okay. Can you explain how you created the story in the album? If it's just a collection of the tracks, or if it's all planned?
Yeah. Well, usually, like I said, with this one, I had in the back of my head for all the time that I was going to do an album, not knowing what tracks would be on there. Like for some time, Good Things Will Come was an album candidate for me. In the end, it didn't feel like it would fit the album because it lacked like a binding to the story of this album, and that story really was starting to tell itself after I made a few tracks. I think last year after I made Together We Build a Future, that's when the story fell into place. That's when everything started to make sense from the tracks that were there. And the story was asking for some chapters that were not told yet. So I started making those tracks, like Trip for the Future. Just had to take a peek into that weird future, and digital medicine. You know, the means by which we travel through these dimensions and connect the tribal and the tech, you know, and all those kind of things just fell together. And when I started creating a flow between the tracks, also these 4 chapters, these 4 album sides started to make sense, and it felt like a really good way to tell the story of the album. It all makes sense.
So you kind of knew already at that point that you also wanted it to be vinyl, I guess, since it's separated in 4 pieces, like on side A, B.
Yeah, that's right. Like with my Alien Sound System album, I did that on vinyl. I loved that. There's such a great story in there as well, which was really enhanced by the comic by Miss Luce. To be honest, she really unraveled the story in that album. It was there, and she revealed it with that comic, which I loved. And then Personality Test was more like a compilation vibe, dance floor oriented tracks, and I didn't have that vinyl feeling with it. No, but for this one, I just knew I wanted to go more Alien Sound System direction again, tell a story, go crazy with the concepts, you know, and.
And it also reminds me a little bit of Alien Sound System, like with the with track 2, right? Extinction Rebellion. Yeah. We talked about it earlier before the stream, how it kind of is like track 2 on Alien Sound System called Grounded. It's a little bit that dark, psychedelic, but not danceable necessarily. Well, you could, but. It's
definitely, I think, a great way to start an album is to have this attention grabbing start, to have this urgency. You remember Alien Sound System is the aliens are taking you over and dragging you
directly
into the trip, and then you get grounded. And on this album, I felt like I wanted to have a similar dynamic. Like watch.
Continue.
Stylist. Watch time tick is really this urgent. It grabs your attention.
Yeah.
And after that, Extinction Rebellion. It takes you down to the earth, to the ground, and it's heavy and bulky. Lots of low frequencies. Not so many high frequencies, you know, just raw, bulky stuff. And from there it unfolds. And like grounded and
and we flow into Together We Built the Future, which is also, that was commented, the flow from track 2 to from track 2 to 3 was smooth.
It was, I really love that transition. Because there's this beautiful speech at the end of Extinction Rebellion, and really it feels so uniting and so empowering for us humans as a species, and then on that basis, from that heartbeat, we can close our eyes and start dreaming of that future. Love that transition, absolutely.
Same, very much.
I see. So keep the comments and questions going.
Yeah. This question.
Oh, as Dude is not featured on the album. Yeah, you're not featured on the album. That's quite weird, really, as we've been in the studio so
I think
much.
I've been on... No, I haven't been on every album of yours. Only on 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 out of 4. That's pretty good.
Still good score. Still good score. But as you're not featured on the album, can we expect a Dude and Geck-o full album in the future? This person is a mind reader.
We don't know when, but it's kinda in the works.
It's kinda in the works.
We don't want to be hasty or anything. We're like trying to figure out early things where we want to go with such an idea and stuff, and we'll see. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? All of a sudden it might happen.
Yeah, we've been in the studio a lot. We've made a lot of music together. Not everything of that would fit to an album, I think. I mean, if we do an album, it's going to be an album.
Yeah.
And not just a collection of random tracks. It's going to be something special.
Yeah, we want a concept.
Yeah. But we're not in a hurry.
No.
I mean, just release this album.
Yeah.
So if you missed it, you can actually get the album now on Bandcamp, thefunkycat.bandcamp.com. You can name your own price, or you can order the vinyl on thefunkycat.com/shop. And tomorrow it's out on Spotify and Apple Music and Beatport and Deezer and
all the platforms.
All the platforms, really.
Still gotta wait a little bit for the vinyl.
Yeah, that's true. Vinyl, I hope to deliver in July.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Fingers crossed.
How it is with vinyl.
Yeah.
Delays and time. But eventually. It will be worth it. I'm looking forward to my copy. Okay. Is dit track met de doodje
I think this person means, is this the track with the didgeridoo?
Oh.
Well, if you heard a didgeridoo, it was probably the track with the didgeridoo.
Most likely. Okay, wait, what's this? Okay. That if...
This track...
No, what? There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'd cut.
What if this track is actually about creating a utopia where we all realize the bliss and utopia that can be achieved if we all eat 90% dark chocolate? It would be the most amazing world ever. You know,
that is a lovely analysis, and this is the beauty of our own perception of music. What we can look into it and see, and indeed, this might just be it for you if this is what you hear.
But it's definitely what I want to eat.
All time, every day.
It's true.
Eat dark chocolate every day. New banger. Okay, can we expect more hardstyle soon?
Talking about bangers.
Yeah.
Can we expect more hardstyle soon? I'd say yes. You know, with me, you got to take the term hardstyle a bit broad, a bit wide. But I'd say there's definitely more hardstyle coming up. On this album, it felt right to do Invocation, you know. That's really an alternative hardstyle epic adventure. But I have more things laying around, like trance crossovers and some
for a long time already.
But also new one.
Also new ones, yeah.
Which I'm quite in love with. So some really epic stuff.
Yeah, more.
It's gonna come later.
Yeah, another time.
First the album.
This long Dutch question here.
Oh yeah.
Or
let's
is it even a
let's just read this. Oh yeah, the interview. About the album was awesome. Yeah, that's a 20-minute interview when Erica filmed me.
Right.
When we were with the sheep and stuff. So go check on my YouTube channel.
After the stream.
Yeah, there's an interview somewhere. This person likes my music, my passion, and relaxed, free spirit. Oh.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
That's so nice to hear. And I provide the good vibes. Okay, so you just So just put compliments for me here.
Yeah.
That's nice
Good.
of you. Okay, this person thinks he has to go to the Funky Cat. Well, I think so too. Come to the Funky Cat, 30th of October.
Yes.
Be there. And this person is going to enjoy the album. Well, that was a nice question.
Yeah, that was a nice question.
Well, it wasn't.
Good comment.
It wasn't Dutch. Also, not a question. I just want to say I'm truly thankful to have music like this, especially during these times. Oh,
Yeah.
helps me to get through rough times. Well, me too.
Yeah.
It's not been an easy year we've had.
No.
And the whole Corona situation was really a big inspiration for the story of this album.
Going introspective also.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And it was really it made a connection between a few tracks and Extinction Rebellion and Together We Build a Future. Like that part of the album is really it stems from the whole Corona situation. Yeah. So and helping these tracks really helped me go to survive these times as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can relate.
Next question. The album cover was totally made by Erica, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's so much work in that. She hand painted, like on canvas. She painted the album cover, and then I bought a new camera to properly get it digital.
That's why we hopefully look super sharp now. At least in our live stream we did last week. It was a pretty good upgrade.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. But yeah, she painted the album artwork, and it's every time I look at it, I feel so full of happiness and joy and fierce energy and all these weird caricatures that are on there.
Yeah.
Like the Space Out gnome is on at the front, and he's found a wife.
Oh, that's cute.
Good for him. I think there was another question if all tracks of the album are represented in the album artwork in some way.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Yeah.
Here.
So I can go into that now, and that's
Yes,
indeed the case. In some way or another, all tracks are incorporated in the album artwork, and also all people who I've collaborated with are in the artwork. Erica put herself a bit behind the tree because she was a bit shy about that.
No. That's why, because I was actually wondering. I was like,
yeah,
why is she hiding?
But I'm so proud of her. It's amazing. And then there's Lucas with the didgeridoo, whop, and Mirna hanging on the paper. So that's cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
And this is basically what you.
The person with the didge on the cover makes a lot more sense now. Yeah, it is Lucas with his didge.
And that one you answer.
Yeah.
Then we have this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one.
If you were a vegetable, okay. If I were a vegetable, what would? Oh, it's to both of us.
Yeah, it's to both of us.
So, what vegetable would we be if we were a vegetable, and why?
Deep questions, man. How to pick one? I mean, obviously, I would say apple because they are healthy.
Do fruits count as vegetables?
Yeah, that depends. I mean, we answer the question, so I guess we decide. But otherwise, if not, then I also love spinach.
Spinach
is amazing. I always loved those old school cartoons with a guy who had these kind of arms, and all of a sudden, boom, he got strong by eating spinach. That was amusing to me as a child, and I guess that's why.
I think I'm kind of a...
Popeye, yeah, thank you. That's his name. I forgot.
I think I'm kind of a broccoli paprika salad or something. I don't know. I like
good.
That.
And that person also had a second question.
Would this album be ideal whilst on DMT? I cannot say I have experience with that.
No, me neither. And to my knowledge, DMT is a short experience. This album
Like
would,
15 minutes or something?
Yeah, I think so, right? 10 to 15. So
The album is like 45 minutes, so I would say go for 3 DMT trips. You're fine. You're totally fine.
maybe maybe also be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Eat vegetables.
Eat vegetables. Yeah. Okay, this one we kind talked about.
Yeah.
Then there was this one.
Nice vocals for Invocation. Did you have the vocals already before the track, or did you search the vocals during making of the track? I guess you're talking about the quote that I sampled. But I first want to talk about the other sample. It's the Invocation. It's actually my voice that I recorded. I'm pretty proud of that, so I want you to know that.
Well, yeah, it's really, really fun.
Little effect on there, but I channeled my inner shaman and
your inner shame.
Shaman.
Oh, shaman. Oh,
shaman.
So many ways to say that word.
Yeah, my inner shaman. And Invocation.
Evidence.
And the other quote. Well, when I think I've had that laying around for a few years already, and yeah, sometimes I just do these sampling, and then when I make a track that I think has a certain vibe, I go through my library and English
words.
Anyways, then I find this quote it just fits like a puzzle piece in there, and that was the case here. It's like the perfect lead up to that ultimate happiness, and
have you tried to
no more suffering.
Yeah, have you tried to put that vocal in a track before this one?
I think so.
And it didn't fit there.
Definitely not.
So that's even more reason why it's so satisfying that finally, it fits here. Oh,
yeah,
I've sampled this 5 years ago. Yeah. Now I can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
Please explain what is the meaning of life.
Difficult. Music.
Well, if we're really going deep here, the meaning of life, I kind of feel, is to experience life. That's the meaning of life.
Yes.
Is to experience it. So, open up your senses and experience it.
Yeah,
that's life.
In whatever way you basically want. Just don't hurt others if it can be avoided, obviously.
But if you need to.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, we've answered that one.
Oh yeah.
The next one also.
Also next one, yeah, and then this one also. This one is good.
Oh, what is the lowest BPM and what's the highest BPM you dare to go?
Well, you could start with saying what have you already made in the lowest BPM and the highest BPM.
Yeah, well, on this album, the lowest BPM I think is Good Hope at 128. But you could also say it's Extinction Rebellion, as that's 140 halftime.
Yeah,
so kind of 70.
70 indeed.
And I've made tracks before on 80 BPM. I like that. I like that. If you go slow, you have a lot of space to make it heavy. Like it's quite a challenge to get a very heavy vibe if you're also going fast.
Yeah. Would you say you also have a tendency, like I do, to try and make something slow, and then you're like, I want to try and speed it up. It does feel a little better here. Okay.
Yeah? Well, for me, I think it's happened often more the other way around. That I was making something fast and I tried doing the BPM down and it was nicer, it was better. Yeah, there's a few tracks.
I absolutely did that too, actually, now I think of it. On my album last year, I'm pretty sure I pitched down Chew It and one more from 140 to just 135. And it felt better. So I absolutely know that.
There you go.
There you go.
And how fast dare I go?
Yeah.
Did I ever make a track above 175?
I don't think so.
No.
Like maybe some fun edit of something else, but that kind of counts. But maybe not. I don't know.
I'll take this as a challenge. I'll make something over 175 BPM.
Yeah, you go. Good.
Like on this album, it's Trip to the Future. That's 175. And we've done a lot of tracks together on 175.
172. And below. But not above. That's true. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go higher than 175.
Yeah, I challenge you to do 200.
200. Okay. It's done. Did you hide Easter egg samples? Yes. Yes, I did. Like in the past, you might know I've had Who Let the Dogs Out in the track.
In Shakedown,
Shakedown, right? Indeed. And in Satellite Love, there's this Morse code with a hidden message in there. And on this album, there's a Rick and Morty sample somewhere.
And technically the Terrence one also counts as
Yeah. That's definitely an Easter egg. And there are a few more hidden as well. Like in Extinction Rebellion. And I'd say happy hunting to you all. And let me know if you find anything. Because there's definitely a few Easter eggs hidden in there.
Yeah. Enjoy re-listening many times.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the comments near the ending.
Oh, wow! I think the future is bright. I think the future is weird, and we're not gonna get it.
All of a sudden, you sound so dark.
Yeah, I'm dead serious about this. It's kind of one of the things that the track "Trip to the Future" is saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so funny because the track before that, the ending of Side C, it's like, oh, the sense of wonder and what these technologies are going to bring us and the future. Oh, wow. And then you're actually getting a look into the future and you don't get it. You just don't get it. You're not ready. You're not ready to get what the future can be. It's crazy. It's weird. It might be beautiful, but I don't think we just cannot comprehend it yet. But hopefully we'll experience a bit of it and we'll grow into it. But if we would get a peek into the future right now, it would be weird. That's what I think. Yeah, but there is always hope.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's very common. I think the older you get, it gets harder to keep up with the present. Yeah. So it's easier to get stuck in the past that way, right? So already at just the normal speed of life, things accelerate so much around us. So
it's true. We're gonna be these old people like, oh, back in my day, everything was better.
Okay, boomer.
Well, okay, millennial.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the thing in 20 years. Gen Z is already on our... already poking fun at us.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. At the ending.
Were those can't help falling in love chords intentional or is it a coincidence? I think more people said that. Like, in There's Always Hope, a present from the future, like, which is the finale. There are these chords playing on a plain synthesizer, and indeed, it are the can't help falling in love chords. It's just I can't help falling in love.
With the future?
with everything.
With the present.
And especially with that song. Because I had it stuck in my head for weeks. And I was making the track and I just had to use it.
Yeah.
And it's just a warm bath, I think, to close off the album with. And
I agree.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. And fits very well with the vocals in between and everything. Really tasty.
Yeah, I want to... someone mentioned binaural beats.
Oh, yeah.
Like, which is also called 8D music. 8 dimensions. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that was
a hype.
A hype name for it. Yeah.
But there's actually indeed a technique. If you're on headphones, left and right are totally separated from each other. If you're listening on speakers, the left and right signal get mixed before you hear it, before they get processed in your head. But on headphones, they're totally separated. And with that, you can make some crazy, how would you call it? Illusions.
Yeah.
Really. Like create a 3D space within the music. And I experimented with that on this album. I did that mostly on digital medicine, as I thought it really fitted the track, like to create a real 3D experience. And also the cult DEFCON flashback in the encore track. I also wanted to create a 3D space of that, so you'll hear that moving around, especially if you're on headphones. So enjoy that.
Yeah. One last, and then we continue over here.
Yeah. How does it feel to present the finished album to us now? Well, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and I'm so happy I chose to do this stream because, to be honest, this week I felt like my album is going to be out on Friday. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real at all. Like usually you have an album release party and you see people all the time, but this time it's all digital, it's all virtual, and it's it's for a year already, and
social distancing.
Yeah, it's kind of unreal or something. So even right before the stream, it was like, is it seriously coming out tomorrow?
Yes,
it is coming out tomorrow. But as soon as we started this stream, I was like, yeah!
Pumped. I mean, I've been tired all day and yawning, and then we started the stream and I'm like, yeah! Music.
Yeah.
New music. People. Thank you. I'm grateful.
And to be honest, I love this album so much. I love this music. I made it this way because this is my taste. This is what I like. This is what I love doing. And that's what the album has become, and that's why I enjoy it so much. And I've heard it a million times, and now when sharing it with you, it becomes more real. Finally, it's a real album. It's not just on my hard disk. You can all have it. As said, you can already get it on Bandcamp, thefunkycat.bandcamp.com. Name your own price, download it for free if you want, all fine by me. And you can get it on vinyl. thefunkycat.com/shop.
Get it.
Beautiful package with the inner sleeves also printed with single artworks. Love it.
Yeah.
So that were the questions you noted, and
now I'm noting more because
Okay.
of course there were more.
Also some.
How did you meet me?
How did I meet you? Well, that's a long time ago. 2008.
No, 2009, I think. Well, technically we met online 2008.
Yeah.
So, but in real life, the summer of 2009.
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Yeah, we were on this online forum. It was called Global Hardstyle Forum, and we had a good time there.
And on MSN later.
On MSN, indeed, and good old MSN. And I went to a festival with all these internet strangers in Denmark, and you were there as well.
Yeah,
So
My very first festival, I was 17. My dad didn't know, but I got my mom's blessing to do it. I also joined up with people I only knew online, who I never met before, and then we went to that festival, and I remember it was so surreal. All these people you sort of been seeing, writing opinions and chatting with and stuff. All of a sudden I meet them all at once, like 80 of them, and Rick was one of them, and that's kind of where we started to really get into a nice friendship. Slowly from there.
Yeah, definitely. And
no, actually before, because we made a track for that festival to play. We made our first collaboration that year, which is this weird.
Was it Pulse?
It's Pulse Killer. We made, where we sampled a Danish comedian screaming sausage in Danish.
Yeah, sausage.
Yeah.
So
and that was the track.
Very, very good track.
That's how it all started.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Did you do the Funky Cat and personality test on vinyl? No. You already explained that. I got a question from Luis asking if I cried during the production of my remix for Stark's The Artist, which is still unreleased and coming out eventually. I might have. I definitely choke up a few times during the production. That's for sure. It's and that's kind of rare for me with my own tracks. It's really a nice feeling, honestly. No shame or anything to admit that crying to your own music, if you can create that, that's an amazing feeling.
Absolutely.
It took me 10 years, I think, to reach that point where I could do that. So, yeah.
I totally agree. If you cry to your own music, you made it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More fun comments. Lots of fun comments. I'm going to sample this video. Go ahead. I want to hear what you if you chop up our fun vocals.
No product placement allowed.
Yeah, I wonder
apparently
what that was about.
My chocolate.
Damn. Oh damn. Yeah. Any dark chocolate will hopefully do.
Yeah, I like to mix up all brands of dark chocolate. They all have their own taste. Love it.
Soul Train 200 BPM version. Tripper 200 BPM version.
Well, I did play Soul Train at 200 BPM at the festival, Impact Festival. Oh. I played on the truck there, and Soul Train at 200 BPM was my closing track.
Of course.
Gotta have some fun.
Absolutely. With so many Fallout samples used in your tracks, which game is your favorite? And this is where you can admit, did you ever play Fallout?
I admit, I've never played a Fallout game in my life.
You just sampled a lot back in the days.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
That was a whole thing back in the days on Terracords. We all just sampled game stuff that we didn't really play for some reason. That was our sources. Yeah, that's all that we knew about.
But part two of the question, which game is my favorite? Just Jackrabbit.
I was just about to guess. 2, right? The second one. Or is the first one?
First one.
First one.
I also love the second one. Definitely. But first one is OG. With all the great music by Alexander Brandon, which is a big inspiration for my music, especially melody-wise, I would say. Just such an amazing feeling in there. So yeah, Just Jackrabbit mainly because of the music. Yeah, and more modern games... I don't play a lot of games anymore these days. Like last year I played a bit of Fall Guys. That was fun. I played Cyberpunk. I didn't have many bugs. I enjoyed that. That was cool.
You played, like, finally, years after you played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. I bought that at release and then I didn't play it until a few months ago, and then I didn't finish it.
That's how it goes.
I used to be quite a gamer in my teenage years. I played so many games then. Loved that, but yeah, not anymore really.
No time. All about the music.
Yeah, I'm making all this music for you guys.
I cry every time I hear unreleased Geck-o tracks. That's adorable, Saki-san. That sausage a few minutes ago needs to be sampled. Yeah, go ahead. Do you play any games at all? Well, you just answered that. I also barely... I played Pokemon recently. Pokemon Heart Gold. Finally.
Well, in the past, I played... I started with Pokemon Silver. That was my first one. I really enjoyed it. But then Pokemon Emerald is the best of all Pokemon games. You can't change my mind.
Even though you haven't played them all. But you know it. Yeah, you know it. You just know it.
Pokemon Emerald has the Battle Island or Battle Frontier. I don't know what it's called at the end. And it's just the best thing in any Pokemon game ever.
Yeah, fun memories of people playing lots of games.
Someone says a new wave on headphones was mind-blowing the first time because of the binaurals.
I bet.
Yeah. Oh my God! This guy has bought new B&W speakers. Congrats! That's awesome. I also just bought new speakers, Dutch and Dutch 8C, and I cannot wait till I can use them here in the studio. And the guy was around here so I could demo them, and I also played a new wave on there, and it was the most how would I say?
Satisfying, right?
The most satisfying way I've ever heard that track. It was so pure and so full. Yeah, that was a really good experience. So if you want to test your speakers, put on the track A New Wave from the A New Wave album.
Which is how old now already? 7 years.
2015?
No? Yeah? 2015.
Yeah,
okay. Sweet.
6.
And the new speakers, sadly, I have not heard them. I'm very sad about that. Yeah. I'm looking forward, but I will probably be back in Denmark when you get them. But I'll be back. I have plans to be back more and more. All the love for Pokemon and Cult I see in the chat.
Yeah.
I had a question I wrote on Facebook. What was it? Oh yeah. How many times have you, either obviously or subtly, sampled Kate Bush in your tracks?
Kate Bush?
How many tracks or times?
Yeah, as some of you might know, Kate Bush is probably my all-time favorite artist. And she is a singer who became popular at the end of the 70s, was most popular during the 80s, but still recently she has made some more mature music, and it's amazing. And she is so inspiring as an artist, and her whole artistic vision is a big inspiration for how I see myself as an artist. And
which is also very visible on the Alien Sound System.
Yeah.
Comic artwork.
Yeah, quite.
That is such a love story of like embracing it.
Totally incorporated Kate Bush. Yeah, very, very special. Very special. But how many times have I sampled Kate Bush? Quite often. Actually, in A New Wave, there's this... it's Kate.
Kate Bush. We sampled her laughter in Dystopian Space Circus.
Yeah,
that's Kate Bush.
That laughter is Kate Bush in Dystopian Space Circus. Oh my God.
And on Raising Awareness.
Yeah.
Kate Bush.
Yeah, definitely.
3.
definitely. And
I think we did one more actually, where we.
yeah, and also on Alien Sound System, there's All I Wanted. That track.
That's also her.
Yeah, and in a new one I've got coming up, the very subtle,
Five.
like a cameo or something. It's just
Of course.
Is this consent proof? I don't know.
It's I mean, hopefully she will not sue you, but the sample rules, to my knowledge, copyright is that you can sample within a certain amount of seconds without getting into trouble, and that's what you've been doing every time, I think. And it is also as a dedication,
definitely,
to her as an artist, and that's also what I love to do more and more, dedicating my sample choice to either the message or the person. That is something that's cool. All the other times we just record bullshit vocals ourselves nowadays.
Yeah, we just made this new track, and he was like, put on the microphone.
Yeah.
No, just put it on the microphone. And then he's going in the microphone like bleep blop, and that's our new track.
That's the new track.
So you're gonna have to wait for that a bit. But if you hear the track, you'll recognize it, and you're going to think of this moment.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you also recorded it after. So it's both of us yet again playing around with what we can do of weird sounds. Nice cringe. The best kind, you know? When do we get the next live stream from you guys? Yeah, should we announce that? Okay. Are we sure? On Friday next week, we hope.
Yeah.
We can't confirm yet, but that's the plan for now.
Yeah, that's the plan. And you'll hear it on our socials.
Yeah, you'll know by then. We'll spam everywhere, like always. And we also need to decide what we're going to play. And if you have suggestions, please send them.
Yeah,
you know where to reach us.
What kind of style do you want to hear us
we have been talking about a lot of things. I want to do a drum and bass set. You talked about we should do a full-on hands-up set. So I have prepared for that.
German hands-up.
German hands-up. All the cheese, or just more cross-genre where we play around. Always fun. Maybe more hardstyle things or hardcore sets.
Early hardstyle set would be nice again.
Early hardstyle set.
Hard trance.
Hard trance.
Hard trance.
We have a lot of fun memories with a lot of that music that we grew up with.
Yeah. So hopefully Friday next week we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Any last questions?
Well, we still have...
we still have these, of course.
Yeah, a while ago I did a post.
We'll be here all night.
Post on Facebook.
Yeah, you want to read them yourself? Oh, the other side, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Let's see. It's Ryan Blattern, and he's asking if you could collab with any person or group from any period, who would it be?
Kate Bush?
Well, Kate Bush. But when I'm thinking of big names, I get this
too intimidated.
I get very intimidated, huge anxiety. Yeah. But if I would answer this question and they would totally be cool with it. Yeah, Kate Bush, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, good one.
Let's do it. Yeah. Next question, Michael Ban. When do we get to hear a Stoic and Geck-o collab?
Ooh, I want to know that. I want to hear that.
That's long overdue, actually.
Yeah.
We should do that. There is a remix release coming up.
You might have heard it in one of Stoic's live streams. Did you also play this track?
Yeah, I played it in our last live stream. You mixed it out too early.
Oh,
remember that?
My bad. Yeah, my bad. I was hasty.
Let's see. Lynn is asking. You mentioned pulling interest for Cult Party before COVID happened. Is that still something being considered for after COVID? Well, I cannot say there was like a serious question like this is going to happen. It's more like, oh, I love this feeling, this of this cult music, and how nice would it be to have like to revisit that, or to take it to the next level. I think I would love that both, but I don't know. There are no concrete plans for that. No. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, Luis is asking, what is your biggest fear? For example, height, darkness.
Would you actually want to share that with the world? So they have leverage on you then.
Yeah. To be honest, it's height.
You are afraid of height, yet you did bungee jump and parachuting.
I did not do parachuting.
Oh, you didn't do that yet, but you were gonna.
I will. I want to do parachute.
Daredevil here.
I did bungee jump indeed, but when I'm like really, really high and I look down, it's like I'm already falling or something. And I feel this extreme sensation in my toes.
Oh, in your toes, actually.
In my toes, it's... Woo.
Yeah. For me, it used to be the fear of height would result in my knees going, or my legs just going like this automatically. And then, the feeling of falling, I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, like I feel like like gravity pulls me over. So,
somebody asked indeed. I thought it as well. High as in height or high as in weed?
Well,
you can guess.
You can
assume for
you can
yourself.
Guess. And another silly thing is wasps.
Oh yeah. Are you allergic to them?
I don't think I'm allergic. I don't think I've ever even been stung by a wasp.
Okay.
I'm just too afraid of it.
I have been half by a wasp here once.
Oh shit!
Where I just managed to do this quick enough, so I just felt the sting, but not the poison. So it didn't really swallow much at all. But it was one of those hot summer August where the wasps are super aggressive and just fast enough.
I hate these wasps.
Yeah, of course. And as a kid, I stamped accidentally. There was a bee in my shoe. So
one of the proudest moments of my life was when there was a wasp in the air and I just killed it mid-air. I would never have done that if I knew it was a wasp. It was an accident, but I'm still proud of it. I'm a killer. Okay. Next question.
Mask off today. Mask off.
Yeah. Another one from Luis, and he is asking. Oh, another one. It's literally what he said.
That was the question.
What language do you want to learn in some time? That's actually Czech.
Danish.
Danish is actually a language which would be fun to learn as well.
But Czech makes
more sense as I'm with Erica, and she was born in the Czech Republic, and her family is Czech, and I really feel a connection to that. So I've been learning a bit of that on Duolingo. I should get back into that. It's quite difficult. It's very different from English and Dutch. So yeah, it's difficult, but Czech. Yup. Okay, Lynn asks, dubstep when? Well, dubstep.
Yeah, we started a little dubstep sketch together last year, but it really needs like 2.0 thing, and then actually to create a full track, maybe. We'll see. But we have intentions of attempting dubstep together somehow for fun, because we want to do anything and challenge ourselves, and sometimes we succeed. So
okay, then there's still one question from Dingus Duttus. Good name.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite event so far? Well, if we're talking the Funky Cats, they've all had such a unique value, really. It's impossible to pick a favorite. Really impossible. When I think of each of them. It's like each of them was so special, and every time right after the event, it feels like this was the best one so far.
Yeah,
amazing.
I love that feeling.
Yeah, it's
The
a
adrenaline.
great feeling, and it really feels like there's. Before Corona, there was this huge momentum and growing as a community, and
Yeah, especially after 12. Like, I heard
Yeah.
multiple people walking around afterwards saying that we have finally created an actual scene. We are a scene now. And then COVID right after.
Yeah, COVID, but online. The community is also going on, and there's now a Discord channel.
Come join, please.
Come join the Discord channel.
It's very chill. It's fun.
Yeah, nice community server right there. And
we answer questions there as well sometimes.
Yeah.
People ask random things or like old, hey, what happened to this track? Or hey, what about production things, DJ questions, all kind of. We're very honest people, so we tell stories.
We're good
fun.
people.
We're good people.
Yeah. So, are there any last questions before we call it quits?
Miss Luz asked dap step. Why dap step?
Yeah, dap step.
As in dap.
Yeah.
When that was a thing 5 years ago, I guess. Damn. Time flies. Where is that Discord? Yes. We really need to share that link.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Where's that link?
We will share it again on socials, maybe tomorrow. Or day after, or somehow.
Yeah, if anyone has it here.
Yeah, please link Discord, the Discord server, the Funky Cat Discord server, if you can, in the chat.
Yeah, Miss Luz is gonna grab that linky.
Awesome. Good. Thank you.
Any CSJ tracks in the planning? What's the deal with CSJ?
Yeah, one of my many, trying to separate all my projects from myself. And CSJ was sort of where I tried to go super serious and super authentic, as in writing symphonic orchestral tunes and other things. And then I broke my own rules by also making drum and bass before I got on drum and bass alias. So that alias was more of a anything else goes here kind of SoundCloud, and it still exists, so you can check it out if you know how to find it. Old stuff on there, and you had also that back in the days, right? Or was it everything just Geck-o back then?
Well, I had different things. I've had weird. I've had Cheese Masters.
Oh yeah, you did that.
R1K. Rick van Dansvloer.
You also did
Groove Dad. DJ Rick. Geck-o.
Geck hashtag.
Geck hashtag. More like Gek Hekje.
Oh yeah.
Geck-X.
Geck-X. Wow.
I made that happy hardcore tune as Geck-X.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All those aliases, with a lot of them redundant now, also for me. It's like, for myself to answer the question, I hope to just focus only for now on Variabilizer and Dude, and maybe pick up Chaos Collision eventually, when the time is right. And that's my intention. But who knows? All of a sudden, I really want to write symphonic orchestral music again, and every time I'm like, my computer can't handle it, and I need to invest in a lot of stuff. So one day I will strive again to become the next John Williams, who I love. One day. But I'm still young.
You're still young.
I'm
okay.
still young.
There is a Discord link in the chat, so come and join. Our community on Discord.
Yes.
It's fun.
And that one?
Oh, my hardstyle flip of Wookie da. When is it going to be released? I don't know. I still
just a bootleg, right?
Yeah, I still want to put it up on SoundCloud sometime.
Yeah, if they allow you.
Yeah, I think so. If you want it earlier, send me a private message and I might have a link for you.
Yeah. Catch him on a good day.
Catch me on a good day.
And I got a question. When I will do the 70s themed track? I'm so happy that somebody asked me that.
You missed out on that.
I missed out on that.
Because you did the Filthy 50s. It was release number 50 on our label. You did the Sexy 60s. It was release number 60 on our label.
Yeah.
And then you also did release number 70, number 80, and number 90 on our label.
Yeah.
But they were not in the
No,
theme.
I was not ready to... somehow I have a bigger connection with the 50s and 60s compared to the 70s. So when I was there and thinking about, okay, I need to do sensual 70s, I got quickly stuck in, I wanted a funk thing going on and also disco, but disco had already kind of been revived around like many times lately, so I didn't really want to do that either. And then I thought, okay, what if I incorporate the progressive rock of that time as well in there and mix up those things? That would work, but I never got further, and then I missed my own deadline, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe one day I'll do it and continue the saga, and I'll do 80s and 90s as well, eventually.
The ecstatic 80s.
Or the erotic.
The erotic.
Erotic 80s and the...
Naughty 90s.
The naughty 90s. Indeed.
And the 90 naughties?
The 90 naughty. I don't know. We'll see. But I appreciate somebody mentioning that. That's cool. I should pick it up. I have so many sketches lying around. I want to release a sketchbook so you can see. This is all the stuff I couldn't finish, but it's cool.
I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah, I made a special SoundCloud account for that. It's called Geck-o.
Or Geck-o? No, Geck-o. Oh yeah,
goo,
right.
Like,
goo, as in goo. Yeah.
Goo. Like a Geck-G-o-o. And
like this? And then
there's a dash.
Oh, there's a dash. Then we can unfinished goo. Let's share that.
And Geck-o's unfinished goo. And there's a lot of unfinished tracks of mine on there. Initially, a track I released a while ago, Rainbow Juice, was also posted on there. And because I found it back and posted it on there, the whole feeling of that track was revived for me. And I decided to release it after all.
Yeah.
So if you find any tracks on there that you like, let me know and I might still release them.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling when we have forgotten about something we made. Yeah. And then other people are like, hey, what happened to that? And we are like, oh, I completely forgot. Yeah, you're right. Let's hear it. Sometimes we're like, okay, yeah, that's no connection anymore. Goodbye. Other times we're like, yes, why didn't I finish that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we could talk forever, but
we could talk forever. Actually, we also talked about doing some talk shows.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a nice little
warm up.
A nice warm up for that. Yeah.
So let's wrap it up for today. I really hope you enjoyed listening to the album with us, and thanks so much for all your comments. It's been amazing to finally share this with you and see all your reactions. And see you definitely feeling it, and warms my heart. So once again, if you want to get the album a few hours early, go get it on Bandcamp, thefunkycat.bandcamp.com. You can download the album there right now. You can have it right now. Go get it. And if you want the vinyl edition, beautiful artwork to hang up onto your wall, go to thefunkycat.com/shop. You can get it right there. And tomorrow the album will be out everywhere else, on Spotify and Apple Music and all those other platforms. But I would recommend just getting it from Bandcamp. Bandcamp is cool.
Yeah, they give us most percentages.
Yeah,
money. Little bit, tiny bit of money.
Yeah,
we appreciate that a lot. More than you would realize. So, thank you so much. Thanks for the remix tips as well. We didn't read those. Well, I read those.
I also checked them.
You checked them.
Yeah.
That's all good. And until next time.
Yeah.
Like on the Funky Cat Radio Show.
Until next time.
Bye bye.